Good morning, children, and welcome to all of you in online classes. Dear students, in previous videos last week, I told you and taught you about writing portion. In that, I have told you about report writing as well as I told you about formal invitation also. Or after that, dear children, today I am going to teach you literature portion. Or in literature portion, dear students, two chapters in your Vistas book are remaining. One on the face of it, or second is Evans tries an O label. These two chapters are very important. Or apart from these two chapters, dear students, one poem is also remaining, and that is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. This poem is very important, and it is seen that one question from this poem comes every year in your board exam. So you have to study and you have to read this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, very carefully. Today, dear children, I am going to teach you this important poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. This is the last poem of your Flamingo book. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, this poem is the last poem. Before that, I have told you many other poems, and I have explained in detail, line by line, stanza wise. So now it is the turn of this last poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. This poem was composed by Adrienne Rich, one of the renowned American poet, essayist, and well-known feminist of her time. Adrienne Rich was born on 16th May 1929 in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She was widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and as a theorist. Adrienne Rich is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and as a theorist. She was a well-known American poet, essayist, and a well-known feminist also. She was called most widely read and influential poet of half of the 20th century. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. A strong resistance racism echoes through her work. She got many awards and prizes. She got National Book Award for her poem. She got Ruth Lilly Poetry Award and many more awards she won in her life. She spent a very tough life and faced a lot of challenges in her life. Or she participated in many women's movement and raised her voice against the exploitation of women in our society. The poem Aunt Jennifer Tigers addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. This poem Aunt Jennifer Tigers deals with the issues of gender inequality. Dear students, in our society, all the people of society, they don't treat the women equally. So there is a gender inequality in our society. Or the poet Adrienne Rich, through this poem, she is trying to highlight that issue, gender equality, inequality, and restriction of women in the society, and lack of freedom that woman has to experience in her married life. The main motive of this poem is that poet wants to highlight the exploitation of women, the dominance of male society, how the male dominated society exploiting the women, how the women are in stress and pressure in this male dominated society, in this system. Aunt Jennifer, the protagonist, is a symbolic of all the women of the world who are victim of oppression at the hands of a patriarchal system in the male dominated society, and how in this system, in male dominated society, how the women suffers most. The poet Adrienne Rich, through this poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. So dear children, through this poem, the Aunt Jennifer Tigers, the poet Adrienne Rich is trying to highlight this gender inequality, this exploitation of women in male dominated society. Now dear children, I want to tell you the summary of this poem. The character which is created by Adrienne Rich is Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer is a weak, timid, a stressed and a fearful nature lady. And the second one is the tiger. Her creation: brave, confident, free, elegant. And another side, the third one, uncle, who is a cruel, dominating, insensitive. Dear students, or in this poem, poet Adrian Rich here wants to tell that Aunt Jennifer, the created character by the poet, is making tigers on the piece of cloth. She is fond of embroidery, and she is making tigers on the piece of cloth. And dear students, the tigers which are made are created by Aunt Jennifer on that piece of cloth or on the screen, they are jumping with joy. They are freely walking. They are enjoying freedom. They are not in pressure. They are enjoying their life, or they are as bright as one of the precious stone, a Louis color stone, topaz, as bright as topaz. Or they are living in the forest. The creation created by the creator Aunt Jennifer. So creators are enjoying the freedom. They have no pressure. They have no problem. They have no stress. The tigers which have been made by Aunt Jennifer on the screen or on the piece of cloth, they are fearless. The tigers which have been made by the Aunt Jennifer on the screen on the piece of cloth, they are fearless. They don't have fear. They are moving fearlessly. They don't have fear of men sitting under the trees. Means they are not frightened with men or the human beings. Such fearless tigers are created by Aunt Jennifer. They are powerful also. They are fearless also. They are free also. Or they are moving in the green forest. They are very bright also. As bright as they are shining brightly as precious stone, topaz. Or they are moving elegantly. Dear students, boldly and confidently. The tigers which have been created by Aunt Jennifer's, they are moving boldly, elegantly and confidently. So this these things have been described by Aunt Jennifer. Means this is the feeling, actual feeling of creator. But she is unable to express her feeling. On the other side, Aunt Jennifer, dear students, who has become old and weak and very much timid and depressed, even when she is making and embroidering that tigers on the panel on the screen, her fingers are moving in confusion. She is very much nervous. She has lost her confidence due to pressure, due to depression, due to pressure of her husband, as she was exploited and terrified. She is terrified by her husband. She has no confidence, so in that confusion, in that pressure, she is not able to pull the needle, ivory needle, the needle which is made up of the tusk of elephant. Means she is in such situation. Not only this much, dear children, she is burdened by the bedding band which is in her hand. She is burdened with the responsibility and that relation. Or she is and that marriage band, that responsibility has, or that ring has sits heavily upon her hand, or she is in the trap of that, or unable to come out, or due to the pressure and fear of uncle, she is very nervous. She has become very weak, and she is very much she is losing her confidence. And dear students, so due to that marriage band, she is in pressure, or that sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Even the poet Adrian Rich further says that Aunt Jennifer will not get relief and relax and freedom even after her death. She has to go through many difficult examination, many difficult experiences. Even that fear and terror of uncle will be in her mind after her death also. So she is not happy and free and confident when she is alive, or she will not be confident and happy and bold and able to express her feeling after her death also. Dear students, but another side is they will jump on the panel on the screen which she has made. They will jump. They are proud. They are unafraid. They are enjoying the freedom. They are confident and they are bold. So finally you may say the creator is Creator is weak, creator is less confident, creator is in stress, creator is in pressure, but the creation which were made by auntie on the screen, they are just opposite of her nature. So this is the summary of this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. In next lecture, dear students, I will teach you line by line, stanza wise.